So everyone, should we maybe dive into tonight's episode, letting a few of these folks introduce themselves and maybe make mention about what character it is that they're. Bleak ran away. Bleak, I was going to call on Bleak first. Bleak knew that and decided to run away. So there they are. Welcome back, Bleak. Yeah, why don't you guys just tell the fine folks who you are and who you are playing tonight, and we will start off with you, Bleak. Make sure you popcorn to someone else.
I am Bleak Season, and I am playing tonight Bern Hoffman, who has spent a little too long in exile from the company in Montreal and has developed a backlog of incredibly accurate information about the supernatural and the creatures that haunt Montreal. Accurate.
100%.
100%. Especially about the were-penguins in the biodome.
Who would you like to go next?
I'm gonna pick madamava.
It's me. Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your Madam Ava here tonight. I'm going to be playing your podcaster that you love so much, Charlotte Lawrence, or you can just call me Lottie for short, Lottie-da-dee-da. Both she, her pronouns, and she's excited for scary things because this is her bread and butter, but she doesn't believe in the were-penguins. That's just, no, absolutely not. And we're going to popcorn it over to our resident rat. Hey.
Speaking of somebody who does believe in were-penguins.
Speaking of somebody who currently believes in were-penguins. Hi, my name is River Cohen Glassberg. I will be playing Jesse Rat Ramon. They, it pronouns. Personally, they, he for rat. Rat's having several existential crises. Maybe it's the lack of sleep. Maybe it's the ravings of the madman that they've been stuck with for several hours. Maybe it's the vampires that they just watched, bite into and then get exploded by a sudden new friend. But they're absolutely fully 100% in on the were-penguins, and they have sunk that stock. I'm going to pass it on over to LB.
Hello. I'm LB. I'm be playing Olivia, who does not believe in were-penguins, and she does not believe most of the other things that this crazy man has said and will say. But I am just ready to get this fucking job done so I can go home and bury my fucking brother.
I don't believe that you recovered his body to bury him.
Metaphorically very.
Right.
Turning that knife
Thank you for that
Miko.
reminder, Miko.
I mean, that's
salt
my
in there.
job.
Salt in the wound.
It is my job. Speaking of my job, I am Miko. I am your storyteller for the evening, and we should maybe catch everyone up a little bit on where we left off. So, as was hinted at in that fine opening, our lovely group of IT tech support, let's be honest, that's really what they were tasked with a particular mission by their corporate overlords to go to Montreal and install some surveillance on a building for probably some level of corporate espionage as far as they were concerned. It seemed like a fairly straightforward thing. I mean, checking all the boxes, nothing seemed really amiss. But things quickly kind of got out of hand, I would say. Does everyone agree? That seems like a fair statement to make. There was sushi involved, there was explosions involved, but the bottom line was, whilst they did complete part of their mission, that being to install some external surveillance equipment, which they did utilize later, mind you, they pretty much failed entirely the rest of their mission and had to quickly excavate themselves off to the safe house. Upon arrival at the safe house, they discovered that the safe house, while very safe, was not empty, and someone else had taken up residence there. Someone who worked for the company, or works actively. Yeah, maybe. It might be one of those things where somebody in HR just forgot to file the paperwork that he's been fired. But they did meet up with someone with a little bit more knowledge and understanding of the situation, and have come to, through some investigation, through some technical expertise, through some usage of what they had done with their external cameras, have located perhaps another point of interest where maybe, just maybe, they might be able to salvage this mission. The loss of Oliver can potentially, perhaps, be not for naught, and hopefully they can end up in the good graces and not end up like Byrne, trapped in a safe house off in some Nowheresville, ruminating on where penguins. But all that being said, let us bring ourselves back to the present after our little foray there. And why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what is happening now that you have left the safe house behind. Bleak, correct me if I'm wrong, Byrne did grab his go bag with...
Yeah, his go bag,
Yeah.
which is a hockey pouch with the old Canucks, Vancouver Canucks logo on it, the gold and yellow and red and black one. It's huge. It's filled with jingly stuff, and he's got a padlock on it, one of those little padlocks with, like, you know, a little plastic key thing. I think he's got that on it. He hauls that over his shoulder and he's like, all right, well, guess this is goodbye, old girl. And he starts prepping a Molotov cocktail.
Here? Now? In our...
Why?
How bad do you think this is gonna go?
Well, we can't let this fall into enemy hands. There's so many secrets here. I mean,
Whoa, wait
it'd
a
be
minute.
like exposing our very ass to the entire vampire population of this city.
This is supposed to be a safe house. As in, like, off-grid and untraced and shit. And how would they get it back? You know what?
I'm just saying, better safe than sorry. I mean, it's not like, look, either we are not going to need the safe house because we won, or we're not going to need the safe house because we're all dead. So,
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm
light
getting
it
in the car. I'm getting in the car.
up. Rat holds out a lighter, lights up a cigarette, and then holds it out for the handkerchief and the Molotov.
make sure you grab everything you need. There's some, I got some spare dehydrated potatoes and some Atkins bars over in that cupboard over there. And there's some Powerade down in there. So we should probably get that.
Do you have blue Powerade?
It's the only kind.
Okay, thank God. Then yeah.
Objectively, it's not.
Well, it's the only good one. Rat gathers a couple of bottles of blue Powerade, but also makes sure to leave the laptop that got infiltrated while they were attempting to...
Point of order,
No,
I
I
do
had-
believe that Olivia had
did
rigged
you
up
take it?
the sleeve that the laptop goes in is now like wire meshed, so it's basically got like a Faraday cage around it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Then my bad, never mind. That's
You don't want to
coming
open it.
Don't
No.
want to open it. Don't want to do anything
Yeah.
with it, but it'll come. Then yeah. Then I can't think of anything else. Hey, Byrne.
Yeah.
Can I throw it?
Sure. Well, hold on. Let me activate the self-destruct too in case the Molotov doesn't do
what?
the job. There, this entire thing is rigged.
I go in the car.
I spent the
Ava's
last
been there.
Hey.
15 years of my life prepping for this moment. Like, with a push of the button, everything in here is just going to disintegrate. The Molotov cocktails, just for sure.
Rat is so disappointed. Rat just walks out to the car. Rat, there was the tingle.
You didn't throw it?
in the back. No, he has a fucking button. It's lame,
Oh, that's rude.
right?
I
Like
could have at least lied to you.
he could have just
Keep
told me.
illusion.
He could have told me, like, don't worry about it. Get in the car. He could have made like some action movie quote out of it, but just
Meanwhile, Bern is in there just taking a last look around and remembering something. He rushes over to the bedroom and he reaches under the bed and he pulls out his fluffy bunny slippers and he puts them in his go bag. They're not fluffy bunnies though, they're like beavers with the tail that sticks out the back, and he puts them in his go bag.
Of course they were.
God, I fucking love Burn.
Charlotte's just changing out wigs now. It's like, I can't. I fucking just no.
Does he
He
also
presses
grab
the
a
button. A voice says, "This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds."
Who's driving?
I am.
Not Burn.
Do you know the city? I know the city. That's all I'm saying. Put my go bag in the back. Be
I'll
careful,
drive.
there are explosives in here.
Oh my god!
I don't
I'll
like to drive.
I'll drive. Oh fuck!
Speaking of oh fuck, hey, Ken's back in the chat. Thank you so much for donating some bits. Everyone now has two hunter's marks. Yeah. Oh hey, I just realized that the Nightbot command actually says night move in it. We should probably fix it. Anyway, thank you so much, Ken, for that joyous little boost to our players. They will probably use them tonight. Let's see. Any that they don't use are, of course, converted to experience points that they get to use to improve their characters before the final session, assuming they survive that long. So, find out. So as the argument commences about who is driving, I do need to ask who is actually driving.
Rat's gonna get up into the driver's seat.
I unfold a MapQuest map and I'm like, so you're here.
I pull up Google Maps on my phone.
It's on the console of the truck.
Oh yeah, no, perfect. Yeah, exactly. It's an Apple. It's like a CarPlay thing.
Yeah.
Well, fuck my drag, I guess, and I pull that and I put it away in my.
Of all the sentences to come
before
out
you even
is not the one that
He's
I
a really big fan of RuPaul.
He has been watching since season 1. It's the only show that he has access to in there.
Before you even get to the point of tapping in like a search to look for where you want to go, the first thing in the search list is Tim Hortons.
Perfect.
It's literally like half a block down.
Yeah, you tap it and it pops up with like 45 pins within 3 miles of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, classically.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love Canada. And just starting off towards the closest.
It's not bad. Not a bad country. I mean, you know, universal healthcare, nice people. If it wasn't for all the damn vampires.
They can't just be in Canada, though, right?
No, they're everywhere. It's a worldwide conspiracy, man. They run everything.
Wonder what the fuck Brooklyn's like anyway with that. Anyway, driving off.
Brooklyn, there was a guy called Nicholas. He's one of the worst of the lot, and he used to live down there, man. I'm like,
why is
they're everywhere
a lot? What did he do that was different? They're monsters, right? If they're a vampire, I mean, they eat people. They drink blood.
Nicholas was bad. It was very bad. Ugh.
Right. I mean, do all vampires just... I mean, if people were dying left and right, we don't know. So, like, do they just, like, feed off blood banks? Or... I mean, I'm sure some of them are dickheads.
No, it's not. But that's what's insidious about it, right? Is that they're not out in full view. They control everything, but without us knowing. It's kind of like... Imagine it... Okay, this is exactly it. Imagine if you could walk up to a cow carve yourself a filet mignon, and the cow wouldn't notice. That's what we are like to them. They just steal in whenever they feel like it. They don't ask for consent nor nothing, and then they bite us and they take whatever they need, and then they make us forget, and then they move on. Then they, control everything from shop. They curate our lives. They just do everything, and we don't even realize they're like parasites. They're parasites. They're literally parasites living in the walls of society.
As well, if you think about it, yeah, sure, you would notice people dropping left and right in a small community, but I mean, at a grand scale, people die every day in the magnitudes of hundreds of thousands. That, if maybe 10% of that is from vampiric misconduct, then notice.
What screwed them up? That was the pandemic.
What?
Because the pandemic screwed them up because everyone was staying inside. Right, because there was a curfew here.
And they have to be invited inside.
All right, that's another thing. Can they turn into like mist and shit?
Some of them. I don't know about mist, but I know some can turn into wolves and bats.
That lines up with Bram Stoker's. I mean, that works, right?
Yeah, forget the garlic thing. The garlic thing is not working. And the stake through the heart works. Like, it's the only thing that'll kill a vampire short of, putting him out for a bit of a old sunbathing without any SPF whatsoever.
What about beheading?
Yeah, that should work. That's kind of universal. There's not a lot. I mean, salamanders, maybe if you behead them, they grow another one. But other than that, like most things, if you behead them.
What about silver?
Have you ever... Silver?
Yeah.
My understanding is that doesn't work against them, but the werewolves and the werecats and the werepenguins, that silver fucks them up like 9 ways to Sunday.
Fucking werepenguin.
What the fuck is a werepenguin?
I mean,
it's a person who has the ability to transform into a penguin, and vice versa.
No. Just no. Werewolves? Sure. Werecats?
Okay, look, go to the biodome and go to the penguin section and look at those motherfuckers. Tell me they're not sinister. Tell me there's not something going on there. They're just kind of hanging out, standing around.
One time I went to the Bronx Zoo with my mom, and the fucking gorillas just looked at me so weird.
There's no weird gorillas, man. Like, just fucking get real. All right.
Typically, if a gorilla looks at you weird, it's because you're looking them in the eye and they don't like that. That's
Vampires don't like it when you look in the eye either, but
okay.
That's why I have these, because that blocks it, like when they try to... Anyways, who wants a double-double? And I get out and I walk to the...
The fuck is that?
Get
I
out.
don't know, but it sounds great.
Fucking hand it here.
Head inside. As soon as you walk in, Burn, you see the young man behind the counter that you see every morning at 7:30 in the morning. He's just finished, opening his register. The older woman that doesn't speak any English, and the French that she speaks is like so thick that it's hard for even most Canadians to understand. She's busily like throwing some coffee together and whatnot, but the aroma of everything hits you, and then you notice the rack of donuts behind the young man, and very conspicuously, they are missing all of the chocolate cream donuts.
Can I have the 10-cup coffee box, please? Any of you want some coffee?
Sure.
All right, they're going to order their own, but I'll take the 10-cup one, and I guess give me glazed sour cream donut.
Behind the counter just looks up at you and... Okay. Casually starts just slowly putting stuff together. He mumbles something in French in the direction of the older woman, and she just kind of like nods and looks over her shoulder at you. She gets this somewhat crooked smile on her face as she sees you, Burn, and she proceeds to start making your box.
Burn, do you have any money?
Yeah, of course.
How?
You've been in a safe house.
Yeah,
For
I
like-
still get a paycheck.
Really?
Yeah, they mail it to me every 2 weeks like clockwork. I take it, go to the bank, deposit it, get my cash.
How much do you
They. Oh, okay.
But I haven't been spending a lot. I got a little bit set aside. Why? You need me to spot you? I'll spot you. Hey, whatever they want on me.
It just
I mean, it won't
nods and
say
like
no.
sets the bag with the donut in it in front of you, and he glances over at Rat. What can I get for you?
The same thing he got?
And cup. He just
Yeah.
kind of looks you up and down.
I haven't slept.
They're billed
Glances-
for it. Don't worry.
Glances over at the woman. She just kind of rolls her eyes and starts unfolding another box and getting it set up.
Sick.
You want food?
Do you have like jelly filled donuts, Boston creams, things like that?
Have any of the Boston creams? I got a couple of I think they're blackberry.
Fuck yeah, that sounds lovely. 2 of those.
Okay.
Solid, thanks. I'm sorry.
Fine. I think as Jesse is kind of looking at this kid, there's a moment there where he realizes that this could have been him at some point in his life.
Abso-fucking-lutely. There is a moment of, oh god, Jesse's gonna take what little cash they have left. Is there find a tip jar somewhere and
100%.
just
Yeah.
stuff like $100, just something in there of just like, fucking Burn said we might die, and if we're successful, they better fucking give me a pay raise, so it's fine. And just shoves into the tip jar just as much as they have.
Kid doesn't even notice you finish it before he turns around with the donuts, and he's like got him halfway in a bag, and he says, "Oh, you bag, right?"
Yeah. That would be great. Thanks.
And he just like finishes putting them in, and he hands them to you. And at that point, the first box is done, and the French lady walks over and sets it down in front of Burn. Kid looks at the girls.
What do you have that's savory?
Apple fritters are pretty good.
I'll take 2 of those and the most bitter coffee you have.
Right. And without even translating into French, he says, "Sludge fest."
Mm.
And he goes to get your donuts. A few moments after that, while the second box is filling up, you see the woman get out this exceedingly large coffee cup. It's larger than the large size coffee cup, and she just places it under one of the spigots that's been set aside, that's from last night's coffee, and she just drains it. She has to pull the bin forward so that it gets every little ounce of liquid back out of it. She realizes that it's not fully up to the top, and so she goes over and just gets some hot water and pours the hot water in for the rest. Gotta give it, at least some of the temperature kick. And she just brings that over to you. The kid has the donuts for you, gets set in front, and then it just kind of glances towards Olivia.
All right. Could I have a cup of Earl Grey with some milk, and then it says avocado toast. Is that actual avocado or
Yeah.
from a bag or something?
No, and he points over, and you see that they have the clear screen section with fresh ingredients and stuff over there. Most of them are still have the cellophane wrapping on top. They haven't had anybody come in to get any of it, but it's fresh.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
gonna be a minute. But he just like fills a cup with hot water and sets it in front of you, and then proceeds to open this drawer and pulls out a baggie that's in like, you know, green paper wrapping for little Earl Grey, and he sets it in front.
Just takes it over to where the milk is and pours enough in, stirs it, leaves the bag in, puts a lid on, starts sipping. Burns her tongue.
As far as last meals go, this is pretty sad, but we'll have to.
Well, let's not make it our last meal then, huh?
Well, we'll try. But have you heard some of these? Hey, I'm sure you've heard some of these stories that came out of this place, the old Vic Hospital. Are you?
Oh, you're referring to me. You said Ava.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte.
Yes.
Oops.
Oh,
You
yeah.
remind me of someone I used to know named Ava Gardner.
Aw, I hope she's lovely. But yeah, I did like
You
a
did.
4-parter podcast. First of all, Bleak, rude.
I said Ava Gardner.
No, I'm never gonna visit you. But yeah, 4-parter. Yeah. I have
Right,
fans
so-
that go and send me videos about it.
So you heard of the stories, right? They were grafting animal parts onto humans, things of that nature.
I didn't hear too much about that portion, but yeah, it's sounds rough.
And then the
Sounds
experiments they were doing on triplets.
I know about the twins. Remind me about the triplets.
Well, it's kind of like twins, but one more.
Anything
they-
more specific with triplets and with twins?
Yeah, they were trying to make them postnatal.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they would sew them together and like make like you heard of that, right?
Oh
No.
God.
No, that's you mean they're trying to make them like conjoined.
Twins?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Right.
it was like some kind of. So there's this vampire breed. I don't know what they're called, but they like to like meld bone and stuff like that. And they're always making crazy ass flesh sculptures and stuff like that. And
So are you
there was like a whole bunch of
saying-
them running the place. Yeah.
She sets down her breakfast.
The kid walks over
Oh.
and sets the avocado toast down in front of you. He says, I sprinkled some tomato on top for you.
Oh.
Thanks. Thanks.
Tomato on top of avocado.
Right, yeah. Adds a little
That's
extra.
the thing that gets your stomach going.
Like,
Bert.
What is this,
chopped
Christmas?
tomato.
No.
I want to
That's
add a
not what
little
you have.
sour cream on there and like make it like the flag of Italy. Why don't we do that?
Well, I mean, actually, that wouldn't be that bad.
That does sound.
Put an
really
egg on
nice.
top of it.
Where does Aegis find people like you nowadays?
They caught me breaking into their system, so
Well,
I found them. I guess inadvertently, I didn't know what it was, but you know.
you just stumbled upon it.
Hmm.
Well, now you know. And the old Vic is a bad place. A lot of disturbing stories coming from there. All sorts of weird experiments. Just like the 10th circle of hell or something. So just, steel yourselves, like gird your loins and what have you, because it's probably going to get hairy.
Right. Well, that's why we need to be smart about it.
Mhm.
I have a few things in my bag that might help us, but we shouldn't talk in here. Tim Hortons is owned by a group of kindred called Malkavians. So they might be listening to us. So we're going to have to, just make like nothing's happening. Just finish your coffee and your donut and your fucking Christmas avocado thing there. And let's go back to the car and I'll show you a few things I have.
How paranoid are you?
A lot.
At least you're self-aware about it.
Yeah, that's the first step to admitting you have a problem.
Is
Okay.
it a problem if it's keeping me alive? No.
Until it drives you to the brink and then you become your own undoing, but sure, whatever helps you sleep right now.
At this point, I would welcome that. It's been hell. Alone out here, knowing what I know. Being alone with what I know. No one believing me, and now all of a sudden, oh yeah, now we believe old Burn. Burn was right all along. You just been 15 years out here alone, just shunned, and slowly going crazy. Did you know the first 2 years I didn't know I was allowed to leave? Then someone was like, yeah, you can leave whenever you want. You can go to the store or whatever. But now you know what I know, and you've seen it. They're out there. And so, yeah, maybe I've gone over the edge and I'm a little crazy. Oh, yeah. yeah.
Right, well, at least we can all admit it.
Do we want to go back to the car?
Yeah,
I want to go back to the car.
I want to go back to the car real bad.
Probably best. I'm going to hit the head. There he goes to the bathroom.
We could just leave.
As the three of you
have the keys.
As the three of you are standing there, the television that has been playing in the background plays a short newsreel from the CDC about the McGill Redevelopment Act that is being put together to redevelop the Old Vic. And there's like the footage itself is relatively tame, and it's a brief segment kind of talking about this very historic hospital with all kinds of potential heritage that has been, sitting for more than a decade at this point, just empty with no actual functional use. It has a lot of architectural value to it. It's got a lot of cultural value to it, but more than that, it was important to Montreal for many, many decades. And so, as a lot of the news footage is like showing B-roll shots of like the hospital and such, you get a decent look at the place itself. There's a moment where, Olivia, you swear that as some people are like walking past it, and these are ostensibly people associated with the McGill Redevelopment Project, there's a woman that catches your eye walking past. Woman with blonde hair, wearing a fairly nice dress, business sort of one. Only the last time you saw her, she was bleeding from her face. And that's when Byrne comes back from the classroom.
You know what I miss? I miss paper. These things like you have to put your hands in there, like you wash your hands, and then it's just like this weird kind of thing that just shoots air really quickly and it just kind of flies. It's just disgusting. I mean, let's get back to some paper, shall we?
I'm sure the purists agree. Is that a live feed? Or is that something that was recorded today?
That's been recorded a lot.
All right. Well, I just saw one of our old friends on the news there with in regards to the hospital, so I think little Byrne was right that they're definitely working on that place. So I wasn't convinced before, I guess I am now.
Good.
Which one of our friends?
Well, the one I
Wasn't the-
smacked in the face.
Okay, that bodes well. We were able to smack that one in the face.
Well, she got right up, but...
Yeah, but it looked like it hurt, right?
Ooh, fire. Does fire
She should have
work?
died.
Yeah.
Fireworks. I have some things in my bag that are let's not talk about that in here. I said, let's get outside.
Yeah, fine.
Malkavians have walls. The walls have ears.
We head
Uh-huh.
outside.
Yeah, we go
Truck's
to the
still
car.
there.
All right. So first off, give me your guns. I have all this fantastic 44 Magnum ammunition here that's specially treated. That's gone. So give me all your service pistols, and I'm gonna load them up with this stuff.
Righty,
You're
bro.
assuming a lot, bud.
You don't have 44 Magnum sidearm? I have like 200 of these fucking rounds here.
Do you have a gun?
Yeah,
All right, then you're all set.
but it's not a 44 Magnum.
Then why do you have so many fucking bullets?
A friend of mine who works in R&D over at Aegis sent me this thing. They've been working on this drug. It's a thing they're calling Medusa, and when you inject it into vampire blood, it dilutes it and makes them weaker. These bullets are coated with that. And no one's got a God damn it. Fold the box. Put it away.
Wait,
Well,
so nobody at Aegis believed you, and so they sent you into exile. But also somebody at Aegis.
No, you didn't listen when I told you my story, did you? Someone stole my information and banished me. And they've been pushing my information on, through back channels, and they've been preparing for this, but someone took credit for my discoveries.
Wow.
All right, well, at least we have this. And he pulls out what looks like a giant flashlight that's been jury-rigged with some kind of handle from something else, and it's got this weird trigger that's made out of like a bunch of matchsticks that have been just gaffer taped together, and it's got this kind of cylindrical thing with a screw at the end for aiming. At least we got this.
And what is this?
This is a fireball
I don't like when you
launcher.
smile like that. It scares me.
It's a fireball launcher.
What in the
One
Dungeons
shot
and
of
Dragons
this.
is that shit?
Mhm.
What in the Dungeons and Dragons do you mean by a fireball launcher?
It's a thing that launches a fireball, a small one, but nonetheless, you hit one of those bloodsuckers with this, they're gonna go up in flames. Works perfect. Tested it several
Right.
times.
Oh,
Made it myself. I
Have
only
you-
have the one shot though, so we are gonna have to be pretty judicious about how and when we use it.
Have you tested it out?
Yeah, I've done a lot of simulations.
Simulations, as in you fired this actual.
Well, I dry fire it. I only have the one. Every time I dry fire it, everything works great.
I'm climbing into the car and just
I'm also
I'm
getting.
listening to my podcast. I need to remember.
Oh, ye of yellow faith. Oh, ye.
Oh no, I totally believe in you, but I'm just trying to. I can't hear you. I'm re-upping. Like I need to remember what I talked about like 2 years ago.
I'm gonna
Scarlett
look up
listens
the
to her
blueprints
own
again on my
podcast.
phone.
Yeah, I'm listening to my own podcast and looking back at my old notes.
All right. Well, I'm going to suggest that we come in from the mountain. That way we're going to get a bit of an aerial view on this thing before we have to approach it. So I'm going to direct Rat towards the parking lot on the mountain. We're going to just come down the side of the mountain and approach it that way, I think. If only we had drones.
Thought you said you
Turn
had
around.
drones.
Turn around in my seat. Look at Olivia. Don't you get drones?
Well, yeah,
You seem like the drone type.
yeah, we used them to plan out our last one.
So you still have them.
Right?
Good. We can use those.
Yeah.
All right. Why didn't you
Remember
just
when we
ask
went
someone
over
to
inventory
ask
and
us
all
in the
that?
first place?
Well, we already talked about what we have, right? Were you listening or?
I might have been planning.
Right. Just don't do anything stupid when we get there. Yeah.
You
You
pointing
put-
at your face doesn't help.
You put the directions into the GPS and start directing. You said Rat's driving?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you start directing so that Rat knows where to go. As the vehicle lurches forward, it's going to take you guys like 35 or 40 minutes to get there, even this time of the morning. As Rat is driving, what does Rat start thinking about in this moment?
Rat's immediately... Oh, sorry.
As he is like driving through these streets, the directions are avoiding most of the traffic, and not that this area is heavy traffic anyway, but I'm curious where River's thoughts kind of wander to.
Rat, while driving away from the downtown area and deeper into the middle of fuck off nowhere towards this abandoned hospital, their thoughts actually go back towards the Molotov, towards a bit of the paranoia from Burn. And there's a little bit of a reminder there of their older sibling. They think about Azucena. They think about home for a bit. They think about how she threatened to firebomb local politicians' houses on a, not a regular basis, but enough of one that her name was known. That she would talk about needing radical movement, needing some kind of a push to make the world better. And that she was determined to be a part of that push.
When was the last time that Rat saw Azucena?
I would say they might have been at the oldest 16 or 17, right before they got out of the foster system. I think they were with Azucena's family, with the Gomez's for probably about 4 or 5 years, from a relatively young age until they were just about out. And from there, got passed around again a bunch. Unsure of why, but a part of it felt a little bit like, oh, they don't want me anymore, I guess. After being there for years and years, and then suddenly, right before they're out of the system, right before they're a fully fledged adult, they are left alone again. Left to be passed around again. Yeah, I think they were 17, so probably a decade before present day.
Let's go back to that decade then, if we can. And why don't you set the scene for me on what this last interaction is? Where's this last interaction happening that Rat had with Azucena?
The last time they saw each other, they were pretty deep in Queens, in Astoria, in a not super nice, but also not completely ramshackle house. It's good enough. It works. The holes in the ceiling are easy to patch every now and again. The, bits of insulation that you can see are covered up with wallpaper, as much as they can be. They're in a lovely, homey kitchen. It's warm, it's cozy. It smells like old wood saturated with a spice rack that has been dumped over a couple too many times. They're at this little wooden table. They have Rat has a laptop out. Azucena is sitting across from them. Azucena's parents and Jesse's foster parents are already off at work. Jesse should be at school. They are certainly fucking not. Azucena's couple of years older, about 6 years older, and so Susie's like 23, relatively fresh out of college, talking a big game, talking about movement, talking about steps, and
as Jesse is like focused so much on what is in front of them, Asusana's hand just reaches out and like snaps fingers right in front of their face. Are you fucking listening to me?
what? No, what? I mean, kind of.
No,
I mean,
I don't think you are. Are you gonna eat your fucking sandwich? I got that from Sal's.
yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I just, yeah.
What is up with you, man?
I mean,
Your head is just fucking out there. Daydreaming all the fucking time. I don't even know what's going on with your face anymore. You won't look me in the fucking eye. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just out of it. Okay.
So tell
I'm sorry.
me. Tell me. Is it some new chick? Are you getting hooked up with some new chick? You finally got a fucking girlfriend for more than 2 days?
Yeah, sure, yeah. No, I mean, just...
Jay, please. I've never seen you not eat a sandwich.
Kids at school, okay? It's fine. They're fine. You know, they
What
can...
fucking kids from school? Is it Tommy again? Is that little fucking prick getting up your ass again?
Tommy
I
and
will
Patrick.
fucking put a goddamn bottle up it.
Please
his
don't.
ass.
Please, God. His parents have already threatened a restraining order.
Oh, come on.
Look, they're rich, man. Susie, they are worth a frightening amount. The fact that he goes to fucking public school is only...
Yeah, because he got kicked out of fucking every private school within 25 city blocks of New York City.
Yeah. The master's program doesn't necessarily want a dangerous and violent individual, but the public school system can't quite keep up with that, so it's fine. But it's fine. I can deal with it.
Then what's the problem?
That I don't know my real mom and dad.
This is one of those rare moments that she looks at you and doesn't want to just smack you upside the back of your head. Look, I know that's a problem for you. I know it, but I promise you right now, you knowing that and knowing the answer to that question ain't gonna fucking matter today. It'll matter 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 years ago, 10 years from now, sure. But it ain't gonna fucking matter today.
I can deal with it, right? I'll be fine.
Jess, you can't. Not by yourself. You can't fucking deal with it by yourself. And look, I ain't a fucking model citizen. I ain't no angel of mercy. Lord knows my dad has some words when it comes to my behavior. But we are here for you.
I know. I know. I just... You put up with it. You deal with it. Yeah,
I
sure.
do. I got outlets. I know where to direct my anger. Fucking Rudy Giuliani. Good place to direct your fucking anger.
I know. You keep saying it. Cousin fucker and an absolute degenerate. I know.
That gives me a place to go and take my anger. You keep putting it inside. And it ain't gonna fucking do you no good in there, man. None.
Yeah. Sure, I put it in. I keep it in, but and you have outlets. I know that, but you can do with those outlets. You have it, you are able to. That's the difference. You are able to. You have your outlets and you can act on those outlets. I mean, I could fucking probably get into Giuliani's emails pretty quickly and I could find something on him, but
Hey, look, as much as I would love you to do that, I'm not going to drag you into this hot mess of my life. Okay? You got plenty of opportunities in front of you. The last thing that you need to be doing is getting involved with something that's going to end up hurting you for years and years to come.
But then why are my outlets college applications and yours get to be real change?
Because I already got out of college. I already did my time. I paid for that shit. You gotta make dues too. And you're way fucking smarter than me.
No, I'm not.
I barely fucking passed. Hell, if you hadn't have gotten me through Comp Sci, I would have fucking never graduated. Thanks for the homework.
You're welcome.
Listen, I know we're not brother and sister in the way that, other people might think. But I don't care what fucking happens to you. I don't care what fucking happens to me. I'll always be family. Family means I look out for you. And right now, I'm telling you that you're your own worst enemy. This 16-year-old emo bullshit ain't gonna do you no good. Wait, when was your birthday?
Like 3 months ago.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. No, I remember.
Yeah, I know you do.
Look, it's not doing you any good, man. You are smart as fuck. You're gonna do a lot of great things. And you're a damn good musician too, who the fuck knew? But, come on. You gotta figure this out. Because it's gonna lead you to dark places.
I just want to do something. Like you do, right? I just want to be able to do something. And
you can. A few years from now. Right now, in this moment, you can't. And you gotta make peace with that.
Yeah,
Now,
I know.
One of these days, I know I'm gonna get caught. You're gonna be the person that I turn to. Right?
Yeah. And I'll be there.
Right. I know you are. I know you're gonna fucking be there. So please know when I say, I'm here for you right now. And my parents, they're good people. They got good hearts anyway. They're in the right places and all that. They don't fucking know any of this shit that you go through, that I go through, none of it. It's us. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Now will you please eat your fucking sandwich?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's Sally's. Okay, I get it. All right. And I pick up the paper-wrapped sandwich. They tear through it.
As we cut back to the present, how's that memory sitting, Jesse?
Jesse thinks a lot about Asuzena, about how she was absolutely right, but also how now maybe they get to make the kind of difference that she did. They did their time. They really did their time. They stuck it out. They let it sit. They're not held back like they used to be. They're still stuck with that pang of just a bit of jealousy that she got to do it first. But Rat knows that she'd be proud watching them tear whatever the fuck this is down, if she ever believed it. They're sitting in the car, they're holding onto the steering wheel, tightening and loosening their grip. They think to themselves, if I get out of this, I need to call her. She'd be real proud. On a secure line, though. On a really secure fucking line.
Speaking of lines, let's drift to the back seat where we find Charlotte listening to her podcast. Her thought train on thinking of the past, all of the work that she did for that particular podcast, is interrupted as she hears an ad, one that she is very familiar with, one involving a certain religious organization, certain megachurch. Ava, would you please tell us what this ad is about?
Mistakes happen every single day. It is a part of being human. But the thing that gets us closer to God is us remembering that through Him, all things are possible. If you need reminders of this, if you need guidance in this, welcome. Welcome back to our home, where we're all family in His eyes. She was the one that helped recorded that.
As she is thinking about church, her father, what is it that she remembers most?
I think it was probably maybe 3 years ago. The last time she stepped foot into that church, and she brought her friend Alex, her co-host, with her. Her parents never met him until that point, but she's been in that podcasting space and social media for a while, especially while she was doing her master's. And her mom really, really, really insisted that she came home to visit, insisting that her parents missed her.
What is this memory that stands out so strong at home then?
She wanted it to be quiet, a very subtle go in, dress conservatively, wave, say hello to old associates and friends of her parents, maybe have some dinner, and then the two of them just leave. But she is similar to her father, and like her father is a showman and made this whole big hoopla of her coming back, the prodigal daughter, and how everyone was so happy and so proud and so desperate to have her in their orbit again.
As Charlotte sneaks off from the soiree, you can hear the sounds of piano playing coming from down the hall, and the soft music mixed with people speaking and voices of all of these friends, parishioners, people that are part of the congregation. Some higher ups, of course, more than a few political folk that are present. Charlotte snuck away the office. As soon as she enters, she strongly smells the aromas most associated with her father. What would those be?
Cedar. He didn't go out into nature that often, but he always smelled like cedar.
She looks around the office and she sees the dozens of pictures of her father shaking hands with important people. She hears the door open behind her and shut. Like to describe what her father looks like as he comes into the room?
Reverend Charles Lawrence is a very imposing figure, but mainly because of just how sharp he is. Very clean pressed. His hair still natural curled, but cut very short, very clean with sprinkles of gray. Beard fully trimmed, no gray yet in the beard. And sometimes he wears glasses. He typically wears the glasses when he's at home, but today he has his spectacles on. And I guess similar to Charlotte, there is a sternness in his eyes that he makes sure to soften when he's talking to people. But if you really know him, there is just this contentment behind the gaze.
There's his throat as he looks at Charlotte. Couldn't walk away from the deacon now, dear.
I was getting very sick and tired of those silicon boy gentlemen who wanted my attention and tried to hire me. So I just needed a break from that, Father.
Now, opportunity can come from many different locations if you're open to it.
Not when I want to be a token. No, thank you.
You don't have to be a token. You could just lead, you know.
You know a lot better than I do that they would never really want that. And getting into the business myself out here, it's practically a death sentence. So I think I'm pretty good with my congregation that I'm building up. Thank you.
Well, as I always said, flock without a shepherd wanders off to wolves. So I'm happy to hear that you have a congregation. But you know you'd have a bigger one if you came home.
I like my clubbing clothes a bit too much to come back home. Thank you.
See, now I get to thinking sometimes that you say those things just to irritate me, Charlotte.
I never get to see you upset. I just want to really know what finally pushes you over the edge. All these years of politely gaining friends and allies, doesn't it just grate on your nerves?
Charlotte, you have got my fire, girl. But you spend it like your mama. on feelings instead of vision.
Why can't it be both?
Not saying it can't, I'm just saying that you gotta learn to prioritize certain things first. You gotta think about what all this means to you.
I think I have freedom to pave my own way, freedom to explore my own faith and its connection to the world, and freedom, well, from your perfectionism.
And despite your opinion of me, I am not a perfectionist, little Sean. If I was, I would demand a lot more of myself. We all have flaws. It's just a question of how we deal with those flaws and who we answer to when we seek proper guidance for dealing with them. I answer to God. I make sure that my flaws, no matter how difficult they might be, don't affect those that I love and care for. Your mama knows this well, and I wish you knew it more. I understand I'm strict. I understand that you want to pave your own way. I can appreciate that. I can even take pride in it. I was telling young Marta the other day, in fact, she's seeking to go off to the big city herself. I was saying just the other day that she should hold you up as an example. Somebody that finds their own way. But if all you seek is a new path, and you forget where you came from, then, well, you're not going to remember the mistakes that you made on the way to get there, are you?
I have never forgotten where I have been and where I came from. I just think that only well-deserving people get to know that fact. So, they get the ditzy girl until they know better. It's also just funnier.
Is it?
In a way, yeah. The whole Legally Blonde scenario, thinking that you're like super dumb and then you find out, oh, look at that girl. She went to Harvard. Well, for me, MIT. But it's kind of funny. Expectations and all that.
Sometimes we worry too much about expectations, don't you think?
I mean, I kind of have no choice in the matter with how the world is. It makes it hard not to think about expectations.
Indeed. Indeed it does. What do you see yourself getting to next, little Charlotte?
Don't know. I kind of like what I'm doing now. It's going well. Alex is cool. I like hanging out with him. I'm not dating him, by the way. Don't worry about that.
I had no expectations of such things. I'm sure you will happily tell your mama as soon as some romantic partner comes into the mix, and I'll find out soon after, some point, from her.
I'll probably find out as soon as you find out, because she has a way of just knowing things.
That she does. I hope more than anything else that no matter what footfalls your path lies upon, that you find it soon. Because you know that the devil don't need to drag you down, child. He just needs you distracted wasting your time, wasting your opportunity to get you in his clutches.
You kind of speak like I'm 30. I'm only 22 right now. It's okay.
Now,
I'll
Charlotte,
be fine.
you are much more than 22 years old. You are my daughter. And I will always, always hold you in higher regard than some ditzy 22-year-old. I started treating you like an adult at a very young age, did I not?
Yeah, and that's a little bit of the reason why I do therapy sometimes, but
Every soul needs some help now and again. And if it means that you have to go and speak to a therapist, then that's what you do. I'd much rather you speak to God. But you speak to whoever you need to.
Thank you.
As long as you are trying to move forward. I just want you, Charlotte, to find your drive. Find something. Find anything that you can cling to and make this world better than you left it. And hopefully, that'll involve improving your station in life and bringing a family into it, finding yourself a good partner in life, and maybe one day, if I am lucky, bringing me some grandchildren along with. By the way, I did lose that bet with your mother, which is why I'm bringing it up and she's not.
Got it. See, I feel like if you really wanted that chance to happen, probably best to have more than just one kid, but sure, we'll see what happens. Who knows, maybe I'll change my mind.
If the good Lord could have blessed us with more, I would have been happy. But even though they blessed me with one, I am still very happy it was you, Sean.
Now you're making me feel bad for being sassy. I hate when you do that.
Don't mistake my humility for weakness, girl. I'm still going to hold you to the high standards that I always have. I just want the best for you. I want you to experience what I experienced in life when I found my calling. And this podcasting, even though I don't understand it, I know it is not your only calling.
When I get to whatever status, mega church that manipulates the masses, I'll make sure to let you know. Am I still allowed to dinner?
You're always allowed to dinner, as long as you remember your prayers.
I'll remember, and I'll make sure Alex at least closes his eyes.
That's good of you. I'd hate to have to, send him off to church and listen to a few hymns of payment. If he was willing.
He's already being tortured enough. I left him out there to the wolves you just spoke of at the very top, so no, it's
Your mama
fine.
thinks very highly of him. That's a good sign.
I mean, he's good at his work, and he's cool.
And you will let me know the moment your feet find their path, won't you?
Sure. Like I said, you'll probably find out from Mom before I do.
Good. Now let's go say hi to the state senator before we have dinner now, shall we?
Fine.
You are snapped back into the present as Alex laughs about something on the podcast that you were not listening to as you daydreamed of that memory.
God, he always thinks he's so funny. I miss that idiot.
You're thinking about that. LB, I am very curious in this moment. Sitting in the back seat, very large back seat of this rental vehicle that you have, what thoughts are going through Olivia's head?
Olivia is playing with her necklace, and she's thinking back on a moment from her and Oliver's past where this was after their parents had died, and they were avoiding going into any sort of foster system, and so they decided to do what they could during the day, whether it was trying to find a job or stealing or running with whatever group they decided to do. But at night they would break into the bus yard. And at this point it was a fall evening. It was their birthday, as they are twins, or were twins, and Olivia was on the bus, and I think she's getting things settled. She kind of like is tucking a bag away before Oliver gets back for whatever he found himself doing that day, and she's pretty keen on and excited for him to come back.
As you are standing there, a young man is walking down the street towards you. Somebody you recognize, a general street hooligan sort of man. And he's got a cigarette kind of just like hanging out of the bottom lip. It's not lit, but you know, he has this weird fascination with American movies, and he thinks it makes him look cool. He just kind of saunters past, and as you kind of roll your eyes at him, he just chuckles and stops. Rolling your eyes, I love.
I know, someone who thinks they're cooler than they are.
I don't think it, I know it. What are you doing out here all by your lonesome?
I'm not
getting a
alone.
little late.
I've got you.
Oh, I'm not here keeping you company yet, but I can be.
Fuck off.
Come on, let's grab a pint.
Well, if I was even close to being of age, I think that'd be appropriate, but seeing as I'm 14 years old, I think that would be very inappropriate.
Oh, 14, come on. Got to be at least 17 looking at you. I think you're just pushing me off at this point.
Oh, well, you can think whatever you want. It's your own head that you have to deal with, not me.
Well, a little spitfire like you, make sure you get home before curfew and all that, you know. Might get
Right,
past your
get
bedtime
right on
real
it.
soon.
I'll get right on it, don't worry.
He just kind of starts walking past. Every now and then he glances over his shoulder at you 2 or 3 times before he hits the end of the block.
Ugh.
By the time he hits the end of the block, you hear a voice beside you. Oliver's brilliant methods for sneaking up on you. You have still not managed to crack. As he says, who was that?
Ugh, Jesus. I don't know, some
Who the
blockhead.
fuck was that?
I don't know, he came up and talked to me. I told him to fuck off.
What are you up to?
I was just waiting for you.
Well, I'm here now.
Well, then let's go.
Where are we going? You still haven't fucking told me.
Oh, well, I thought maybe, since it's our birthday and all, we'd do something a little special.
Right. Birthday. And
Oh, what, you
he
forgot?
he starts going through one of the pockets at his side. I got you something. And then he keeps looking through his various pockets and seemingly can't find. Where the fuck is it? Oh, damn it. If it got
it's
nicked.
alright, Ollie. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you'll find it.
And then he just like holds his hand up in front of you and like dangles his hand open and the chain falls down. Oh, there it is. I knew I had it somewhere.
She like takes it from him. And what's this? A heart?
I thought it looked pretty. And the young lady that was wearing it didn't deserve it. I thought you did, so...
Stolen goods from a big brother. Big in size, not in age. She puts it on. Well, thank
Excuse
you.
you. You know we're twins, eh? You insult my appearance, you're insulting yours too.
Yeah, except for... You're an idiot, you know that? I take after my mum, and you take after yours. That's all. That's why my pale complexion brightens in the moonlight, and you fade away, as it were.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
You don't have to. But what you should like is what I have in that duffel bag here. Something a little special for you and me. A little treat for us for tonight. She pulls up the bag and like looks around a little bit, then opens it and reveals just wads of cash. And then closes it.
Oliver reaches out and just like yanks it out of it. Where the fuck did you get this? The fuck you doing, Liv?
What? You stole me a necklace and it's not bad that I steal something as well?
Look, I stole you a necklace that happened to be upon that you could get at fucking the corner store. You got, and he just kind of opens it and he like, you got what, $400-500 in here? What the fuck?
Do you know how fucking easy it is to rewire an ATM? I found out today. Very easy, in fact. What, Ollie?
You're
it's
gonna
fine.
fucking get caught.
I disabled the camera before I even got up there.
How'd you even know where the camera was?
It's not difficult to see them. They're giant. They're all connected to a system. Look, it's kind of complicated.
Don't they got a fucking
really
camera in the center of them too? Right by the fucking keypad? Do you remember that one?
You know what to do with that? You just put a piece of fucking tape over it.
And he has to like process that. And it takes him way longer than it should. It's still, alright, fine. But it's not a good idea to fucking nick money out of a fucking ATM, Liv.
Well, you know, I thought it's special because it's our birthday, but if you want me to put it back, you know I can.
No, and he just like stuffs it like in your backpack behind you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not something we're going to do all the time, but I thought it would be nice for now. Maybe get us a little nice meal or something hot.
No. Never again.
Never again?
No.
Where the fuck do you think we're going to get money from?
We're gonna figure it out, but stealing from a fucking ATM? Come on.
What? Why is that so bad?
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get real fucking bad, and if you get caught, that's sure as shit jail time. Doesn't matter what your fucking age is, Liv.
Alright, how about I don't do it for a long, long time?
I know I'm not gonna be able to fucking stop you, so...
No,
Don't.
you're not.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me when you're gonna do it. But fucking tell me when you're gonna do it so I've got your fucking back, okay?
You know, you're very confusing with your back and forth here, but why don't we just focus on what we're going to eat for dinner tonight? I think if we get some nice fish and chips down the street.
That's fucking good, right?
Right. Better than the going to the church on Fridays.
Yeah. Oh, found us a place to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah? Where?
The lot down at Bleecker, it's under construction, and so they kind of left a bunch of it undone, and you can get right through that plastic matting shit that they think keeps people out.
Oh shit. Well, that's nice. Might need a bit more cover for winter months, but it'll do.
No, they just cordoned it off. It's got like bedrooms and everything.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it'll be good enough. Look, if you are going to do this again, can you please fucking tell me so you know I got your back?
Yeah, I'll tell you. And, at some point, maybe we should get proper jobs. Maybe.
Yeah. And he gets really serious. Yeah, we probably should. And there's like something there that he wants to tell you, but he doesn't. And he just, like, starts walking past. Come on then. Get some fish and chips then.
And she, like, puts her arm in his and starts, like, hugs him close a little bit and just, like, kind of punches him. Happy birthday.
You too. You know, Rugrat. He, like, shakes the hair on the top of your head.
Stop!
So as a smile drifts upon Olivia's face, and maybe a little bit of tears start welling up in her eyes as we come back to the present. But like for all of you, now write down your drive that you have earned as a hunter.
Fuck yeah.
Now, just remember, having a drive can come with, certain benefits, but it can also come with certain costs. Just keep that in mind as we start figuring out desperation and despair and where that fits. In the meantime, Jesse finds the final destination point. Bleak, where exactly did Byrne direct Jesse to drive
I
to?
directed him up on the mountain itself. So in the area behind where the hospital is, there is a sort of overlook to the city that we could park the car at, and then we could, through the woods, climb down a little bit and be kind of up and behind the hospital itself.
As you get up and behind the hospital, you see it kind of before all of you. Unfortunately, I didn't know that was the direction which you guys would be looking from, so my camera angle might be a little bit off, but
that's fine.
The Royal Vic is there below you. This large campus, this ominous set of structures with one very, very massive tall building kind of at its middle. It's partially V-shaped and has a great deal of Gothic architecture about it. For Olivia, Charlotte, and Jesse, as you look upon it, the clouds in the sky kind of making it feel like it might rain at some point today. You look down and you can see a pretty imposing structure. Of note, you don't see any people. It looks mostly abandoned at this point. There's a car, but it's like a really old, beat-up Peugeot that is sitting out there. Got a boot on one of the tires. It's probably been there for a really long time since the boot's half rusted.
Right. Well, I guess. What, am I the senior ranking officer now?
I mean, your twin
Do you
sibling
want to be?
was the point guy.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we need to figure out a way in. We need to figure out what is protected and what security system they've got. Rat, do you feel comfortable flying a drone?
I can figure it out.
Charlotte, if I can get into the security system, do you think you could find us a way in?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And Byrne, anything to add?
No, sounds great to me. Once we get to near the place, I can get us in. Not too much of a fuss. We just kind of get close and figure out where we want to do the approach from.
Right, and how are you going to do that?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I got my ways. I got my secrets. Don't you worry.
We're on your team. You can't just keep secrets from us. If you're going to get us in, we need to know how.
You get me close to a door and sort you out.
I feel like every time you go to explain some like tool of yours, you feel like you're in a Steven Soderbergh action like heist movie, and you expect a cutaway, and it just doesn't happen every time.
Who's Steven Soderbergh?
Oh my god. Okay. With that, Rat's
Bullet. No, that's an action film.
Don't know it. Rat's gonna find one of the
The
drones.
conversation? No.
Rat's finding one of the drones and is trying to figure out how it works.
Sure.
Look for any kind of cableage or data trunks or anything like that. It'll kind of give us an idea which part of the hospital is more likely to be hosting whatever server action they got.
True enough. Also, do the drones we have cameras on them at all? Okay, great. Perfect.
What would they be for if they didn't have cameras on?
I don't know. Real River is dumb. Rat's really smart. This is Real River? This is Real River showing through.
We did get a layout of the place, right? We know where the servers are upstairs, right?
No.
And there are some downstairs too? Or was that not the case?
You don't have a layout of the hospital.
Okay.
You might have been able to get like old, really old architectural designs, but nothing that has been updated for probably 3 or 4 decades.
And even then, I'm willing to bet that those bloodsuckers are gonna have done some major remodeling in that place.
Right, if the other building was anything to scoff at. All right. Let's see. I'm going to try to gain access to a power source. Maybe I'm trying to get into the security system from the outside if I can, like just to maybe check a door and see if there's a security panel that I can hack or something like that, depending on what we see on the drone.
Okay. So River, Jesse like fumbles with the drone a little bit. But you do eventually hear the high-pitched whine of the fan blades just kick off, and it flies up into the air at like breakneck speed before you get it like under control. And the responsiveness of these drones is actually ridiculously high, and so there's a bit of a learning curve for Jesse as they are like flying it around. You clip a few trees, but you know,
a couple of branches get moved. The drone is very dramatic with each hit for sure.
Yeah. And you're busy. You're there. Like everybody's kind of looking over your shoulder because the monitor that the camera is connected to is actually on the controls that are in Jesse's hand, and so you're using the camera to like guide you as you're piloting it around, and so you end up doing a pretty good solid sweep of the entirety of the complex, and nothing stands out to any of you tech nerds about anything weird. This place just looks fucking old. It looks abandoned. Nothing at all tells you this is an enclave for, you know, vampires. You're not even sure homeless people fucking sleep in this place.
After we find very little when it comes to actual power sources or, you know, data trunks, anything, Rat's gonna look for methods of entry and exit where any sort of visible, you know, doors, windows, anything that might be open, or if there is even like, I don't know, some sort of smokestack or chimney.
The place is boarded up pretty solid, with one actual very strange exception. The front door all of the boards, like the big sheets of, plywood and such that would be on the front door, have all been moved off to the side and set to the side. And you actually see, like, on one of those, a very large, like, poster, like a plaster of what you guys had seen before on the news, McGill redevelopment. And you can see that the front door is accessible. You don't know if it's... Actually, you would see that there's chains on the front door, so it's at least potentially secure, right? So the front door is there, for sure. The other thing that you do notice, because you have the drone, I'll also add, you wouldn't have gotten this otherwise, I'll also add that you do see what appears to be kind of a small building at like the very edge of the back portion of the property that has several pipes coming out of the back of it that go down into the ground, and there is a large steel door on the side of that building. And when Byrne sees that, because he's been here for a while and understands Canadian architecture a little bit, he would understand that is probably steam tunnels or gas pipes or water pipes that will lead into the building. And usually that sort of thing is like a very large maintenance tunnel that would lead into the basement of the building. So those really are your two options, unless you guys can think of something else.
Worth remembering that we're probably not going to run into any bloodsuckers because they don't like the fucking daylight, but they do have those thralls that are a bit beefed up and are sure to be roaming the area. Plus, there's probably also, just regular schmegular human guards.
All right. So, what do we think the best option is?
My feeling is if those are part of a heating system, they're not going to be in use right now because it's warm. So that might be a decent access point. We might start looking at that. I mean, the front door is a little front doory.
Yeah.
The option is if we had any sort of ability to get some fake credentials and whatnot, we could maybe pretend to be a team of inspectors from the McGill thingamabobber and go in through the front door that way. But that would require, kind of sprucing up our look and getting some sort of fake ID or some kind of paperwork.
And a lot of time that we don't have.
Right.
It occurs to
I
you that
don't
you
mind climbing up
probably
there.
could have made all of that at the safe house.
So it comes down to what approach you think will work best for y'all. Like, what are your skills? Like, I don't know your skill set. Y'all have been operating together for a while. What are you good at? You good at B&E? You good at lying through your teeth? You good at causing a scene and going in by the back door? You good at seducing the hell out of people and then sleeping your way to success? What's your MO?
Well, I could get up there without a problem. Up probably a window or something like that, but I know Charlotte's pretty skilled in talking her way out of things. But if we don't have to talk to anybody, that's probably for the best.
Yeah. I'd probably be best used if we were going through like the front door, because one, could talk to people. Two, you can always just bullshit and just say, I am investigating spooky shit. And three, I'm good with cameras. So having cameras with me as I'm bullshitting my way out of this, saying I'm looking for ghosts because I'm a ghost hunter type of bull, makes it a little bit more easier to digest, and also makes sense why there's cameras.
So here's a thought. What if we marry the two ideas? What if we get all our stuff prepared for the lie, in case we get found out. We're going through the back door. We're going through the HVAC access tunnels. If we get caught, we pull the aha. Well, we're actually a surprise inspection team from the McGill whatever. Charlotte comes out, starts, whatever. We got cameras and stuff because we're here to film, because we've been told that there's all sorts of shenanigans going on. And that's kind of our cover if we get caught, and that kind of buys some time, and maybe at worst it gets us kicked out of there, but at least it gets us not killed. If we run into someone, we spring that thing. We run into some technician working down there. Charlotte, you show up, you're like, hey, you, surprise inspection, McGill health and hazard and fucking underground development of bloodsucker bullshit kind of investigative, flash your badge very quickly. And maybe we get someone to cooperate with us. We go in mufti, but the second something happens, we flip the script and go to the lying through her teeth part. And then, if all else fails, Rat sleeps with them.
Why am I the one? What? No.
I
was in it right up until the end there. So everything except for the end. Let's do that.
So with you up until that.
All right, fine. So maybe we don't reach that third point. We'll just get to the second part. What do you think?
When we get in there, I'm pretty sure I can find whatever we're looking for, and then Olivia and I can absolutely tear whatever the fuck is in there down. At least technologically speaking. But,
All right. So I'll get us in there. If we run into trouble, Charlotte will get us out of trouble. When we find what we need, you and Olivia go to work, get us the info, and then sabotage the place. We skedaddle on out of there. We hit La Belle Province. Poutine's on me. 4 steamies, poutine each of you.
I feel like that sounds like a good thing, but I'm not quite sure what it is. So
we had poutine,
we had poutine, but I don't know what the other thing was.
Oh, the other one I have no idea. But I mean,
Same.
we might have learned
What?
if
Regardless.
you and Oliver hadn't absolutely blown up that one poutine shop. But
Let's not talk about that.
sorry, bad time.
It's all right. It's all right. That was just a sibling fight. It was pretty
was
common,
fun.
actually.
It was really fun, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, wasting daylight. Let's go. Let's head down to that thing.
Fine.
Can you operate the drones? We could keep the drones flying to see if there's anything that's going to come at us from behind, or if there's any sort of activity.
Probably, but if we get subterranean, I worry that, we may not have as good of a connection with the actual drone.
What kind of gear you got? You got top of the line gear or what? What is it? Radio Shack?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, top of the line.
There you go. We'll be fine.
Then we can.
Don't stress it. We'll be okay. I'll be good. Mentos?
What?
Mentos. He offers you Mentos. To calm your nerves.
I hate this. Take some Mentos. Also, at least 2 pieces of nicotine gum. Yeah, Rat's gonna start walking downhill towards the HVAC doors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we try to at least think about being sneaky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Sneaky in through the HVAC. If trouble happens, then we quickly evac.
That's fucking clever.
Anyone that would like could go ahead and roll a dexterity stealth check.
Do we have any sort of advantages?
Stress.
You guys have a
Oh.
bunch. I think you're up to 6 or 7 each at this point.
Swell. I love you, Chad. Thank you. I'm gonna see what
Raven says you guys each have 6.
Sexy.
I'm gonna spend 1.
Do we have any stress that we have to account for?
No, there is no stress to account for at the moment, and technically there is no increase in the danger yet for you guys to tag on to desperation. So.
I'm gonna spend a advantage to get a couple extra dice.
Okay. So that's one for Burn, one for Charlotte.
I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay.
Two
Two
successes.
successes, 2 successes. Avery.
Sorry, what are we looking
3.
for? 6s and up?
6 is not.
3 successes for me.
4.
And
Sorry,
4,
5.
5 for Burn. Wow. Burn's a sneaky mofo.
Man. Slick as shit.
Not the words I would have used. You make your way through this kind of forested area out to the northeastern section of the compound, and start drifting your way over to this this maintenance building that is at the outskirts of the old Vic. And before you is a door. Seems pretty simple. Of particular note, I think this would stand out to Olivia because she would instantly start looking for it. There is no access keypad, there's no electronic entry point, also no camera. It's just a door. Matter of fact, there's some pretty high weeds growing on the door, and you have to clear out a couple of vines that are growing down the hinges and across the handle. Got a pretty hefty lock built into the door itself, and it looks a little bit rusted, but there is absolutely zero technology here.
Miko.
Are there any windows on this shed? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, go
There
ahead,
are
please.
windows. There's a very small, and when I say very small, I mean 8 inches by 4 inches vent on each side of the building. And there's one of those small boxes on the top that has a slow moving fan that exhales air out of the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the big heavy steel door.
All right.
I have the perk, all access pass.
Oh. Okay.
Hunter can bypass electronic locks and disable or manipulate alarm systems and other security countermeasures. Difficulties determined, but a storyteller depends on security sophistication, usually between 3 and 5.
If there was any kind of security system that was attached to this door, you would see it.
The lock is not a electronic lock.
It's a key lock.
I have an all access pass, I say, as I pull a pair of bolt cutters from my
There we
bag.
Yeah, I guess so.
I look at them, and then I look at Olivia. You lift, right? And I hand Olivia the bolt cutters.
Yeah, from time to time. I get it in place and I hold it and then pull down my weight and kind of use my weight to clip it.
And it takes all of your weight to clip it. As old as this shit might be, it is still fucking heavy ass steel, right? It takes a considerable amount of effort, and you are not able to do this quietly. It echoes at this point. Now, it's the maintenance building's a good clip away from the main building. And I think the rest of you, or at least Jesse and probably Charlotte, are looking at the main building for any sign of movement, any sign of reaction, response to your presence, the noise that you guys make. And there is none. There's a curtain up on the 5th floor where the window has been blown out, and you see that curtain kind of drifting lazily in the breeze. But everything's dark.
Starting to feel suspicious.
I thought that was your natural state.
Maybe we should use the cutting torch instead of the bolt cutters. Would have been more silent.
Well, too late for that now.
But
Well,
you, with a couple of clips, are able to tear through the portion of the handle where you believe that the deadbolt for the lock is, until you eventually get to the deadbolt and crank it out too. And then it takes a pretty decent amount of leverage, at least 2 of you, will have to like yank the door open, but you do eventually get the door open, and you find yourselves looking down into a very large tunnel. There are rows of tubes. It's lit. There's a flickering of the light, and there's this like constant echoing dripping sound coming from the tunnel itself. You can hear the sounds of water coming through one of the pipes, but the other pipes are devoid of any sound.
It's not creepy at all.
Reminds me of home, actually.
Did you grow up in Castle Dracula?
No, but the tubes in London aren't the best.
I pass around zinc tablets and Flintstone gummies. Better safe than sorry.
For what?
Malaria, a bunch of other things.
All right. I'm going to start walking in.
I fully thought you were gonna say like some kind of vampire disease, and honestly, I might have believed you. And just walking in.
Fine, suit yourself. And I take a zinc tablet and some Flintstone gummies.
Yeah, following in.
As you guys continue to walk, I feel like this is definitely something Olivia would spot, but I feel like Jesse has a pretty good chance of spotting this too. As you are continuing to walk, one of the pipes, every 30 feet or so, there's a portion of the pipe that's like a welded square, where like part of the pipe was like cut open and then something done and then welded shut. And it is like, because you're like 200 feet away from the building itself, so this is a long ass tunnel for you, and like every 30 feet there's one of those welded spots.
What kind of pipe is this?
Very large, slightly rusted. It's got a coating of like moss and dirt and dust on the top of it, but it looks like a pipe. They aren't labeled, or it doesn't say like gas or water or anything like that. None of the pipes actually are labeled like that, because this place was built well before those requirements were made.
I do a little tap on it to see if I can hear any like water, or you know, like what is it, empty? Is there air in it, or is it full?
There's something in it, not water. It's not just air. Like you tap on another pipe that doesn't have that, and it echoes. And you tap on this one, and it does echo, but not as much.
Yeah.
Do we still have like? Do we still have those? You said, aside from the bolt cutters, you had something that we could maybe cut into this with?
A full spectrum analyzer? No, I don't. Oh, the cutting torch. Yeah, but you know, if it's gas.
I don't think it is, but maybe we'll just keep an eye on it, follow it, see where it leads.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's full of liquid or something?
There's something else inside. Definitely not.
I'm kind of afraid to fucking look.
That's fine. It's not our job. But if it is something that's important, like a internet or power line.
If it's a cable.
Do the welds and those little doors look old, Miko, or
no? Probably in the past, at least in the past 4 or 5 years. A couple of them look probably more recent than that.
Do we have a crowbar?
Yeah, I have a crowbar. We could use the torch and cut. We should cut from the top, though. Do an exploratory hole.
Well, let's see what they got. I'm curious.
All right, I'll look ahead. Make sure our noise isn't carrying out too far.
Okay.
I fish my cutting torch and I look at Rat and I go, "You look like you're the smart one," and I hand Rat my cutting torch, and I'm gonna go check for sound on the back, and I go back a little bit.
Olivia's
Has
right.
Jesse ever handled a cutting torch before?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But they are going to try desperately.
Charlotte will offer to take the control for the drone out of your hands. Like,
Thank you.
The signal. So I'm just gonna say for narrative's sake that you guys actually set the drone in like hover mode above the hospital itself, and so the signal is not great, but you are getting a little bit of a picture coming down into the drone, and the drone's probably got about 15 minutes left on its battery, just so you know. And right now nothing looks to have changed, and so Olivia and Byrne spread out. The noise carries. It's impossible for it not to, right? You're cutting into metal. It's loud. This is a narrow tunnel, and it's made of stone and metal. Like, the noise fucking carries. And so as you guys are keeping watch for any alarm or anything, you don't make a circle. You don't make a square or an oval or anything. It's like a 5-year-old drawing.
Yeah.
For an opening.
It's an amoeba.
Yeah.
It's a shape.
It's a shape. Ish.
It looks like a golf green.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But eventually you do get a small hole cut in the top of this pipe. And as you shine, I'm going to say you have a flashlight, or as you shine a little flashlight down into it, you see a enormous bundle of fiber optic wires, all sheathed and like appropriately shielded and all of that stuff, but just an enormous bundle of fiber optic wires.
Jesse's face lights the fuck up. Hey, I have good news.
Yeah.
It's not gas.
Well, I
It's
figured since there wasn't an explosion.
well, yeah, but it's fiber optic cables. It's they have something fucking huge in there.
And that's when it catches up to Jesse that Olivia just said, yeah, because there would have been an explosion. And you're wondering, why did they move down the tunnel so far?
Why did you let me do that?
Well, I thought Vern was going to do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Byrne, why did you... Okay. Fuck, you
I
look
don't
like
want
the
you
smart
dead, just so
one.
we're clear.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay.
It worked out.
No, I
I
don't.
knew you could do it. I knew you could do it.
Oh.
Hey, good job. I take the torch from Rat, turn it off, put it back in my bag.
It's got like maybe a minute. He completely overburned the tip on it, having never used a torch before.
Fully
and you've
blasted
got
this
like
thing
maybe a minute left at most in the portable gas, and that tip is not cutting anything thick anytime soon.
Did you drink this? What? Jeez.
Well, I lit it on fire and then I tried
Yeah.
to make it happen.
What do we
It
got?
happened. It worked. Took like
It's fiber
10
optic
minutes.
cable.
It's fiber optic cable. They
Is
have
fiber optic cable usually that big?
It's a lot of
Miko?
fiber optic cable.
how many? How much? How many cables?
How much is too much?
How
Probably
much is too
like
much?
15 or 16 at least A1 trunks.
Magnitude of what is necessary for like say
A single
Pretend like we don't know what that means.
a single
I don't know what that means, so please explain it to me.
a single A1
I
trunk would be enough to probably cover an entire subdivision of Lower Manhattan.
Oh.
A single
is-
trunk.
Yeah. Yeah, this is enough to cover like countrywide. This is at least 5 states.
The mother load. Oh, we're cooking with peanut oil now. Oh, yeah.
Alright,
Anyway,
keep
we're
it
just going to
together.
take a step back. We're taking a step back from the weird laughter.
Yeah, but
No.
what happens? Why would a psychiatric hospital, why would an asylum need this? They don't.
Right,
Why
right.
would-
We've determined that this is where they're keeping them. This is where their operations are. That's why.
Yeah, but what if we just cut the cables right now?
Well, we could do that, but we still need the information from them.
Yeah.
If we cut the cables, it's gonna crash everything, and then they're gonna know something's up.
Right. So, last resort, on the way out, perhaps.
On the way out. I like on the way out.
All right, we're burning daylight here. We need to get inside.
Sprint. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just walk quickly.
Yeah,
I make a note.
Power
Miko,
walk like a white lady in the park.
I have some zip ties, Miko. I'm going to grab a couple and strap it around one of the other pipes, maybe 10 feet down from where we cut, just so that I can remember where we cut when we come back.
Oh, sure. Sounds good. So you make your way down the maintenance tunnel. Goes a long way. Eventually, you find yourself in, for all intents and purposes, the steam room. And all the machinery is shut down. You don't know where power would be coming from. You would expect part of it in some capacity to come through this space, but apparently it's not. And it is all rusted out, kind of gross. There's a smell. There's an aroma that just cannot get past. More importantly than that, there's probably 20 or 30 real rats in an alcove off to the side where part of the wall has been demolished. And they're laying there, just writhing over each other, squeaking, squealing. Several of them staring in their red, beady eyes at you. And for River, for Jesse, these aren't New York rats, so Jesse's not overly intimidated by them. But seeing that mass of them and the way that they're kind of swimming in each other, so to speak, it's, not pleasant. There is a set of double doors for you guys to exit out of that just look like normal, everyday doors. And there's a pretty significant amount of filth in this room.
You're gonna wish you'd taken those Flintstone tablets now.
Ew.
Just don't irritate them. They'll be fine.
Some of them, one of their social clubs or groups or organizations, whatever, the sewer rats, they tend to make use of rats as messengers and stuff, and they tend to live in the squalor and the filth like this, so I'd say let's keep an eye out.
Anyone want gloves?
Real bad.
Takes out some gloves.
Mhm.
Here you go, dear.
Real bad.
Here you go.
Are they covering the whole floor or just...
No, they have their own little den off in the corner. You can skirt around the opposite side and make it to the double doors, which I'm assuming is what you do.
Yeah.
And as you
Please
drift
Respect
over,
your space.
as you drift over through the double door, you find yourselves in a hallway, and it's narrow, and it has this appearance that feels like a normal hospital, only one that has fallen to decrepitude. As you look around this space, you basically have only two directions to go. One direction very shortly ends in a wall, and there are a few rooms there that are just normal, mundane maintenance, storage, etc. The other hallway direction continues down. The only real way to go, so that's what you do. And you're sneaking along and making your best effort to try to be unnoticed. Yes?
Is there any visible cabling? Is there any sort of... No? It's just all... Okay. If there is any, it's...
You hear the crinkling of a little foil wrapper as Byrne produces a Werther's original from his jacket, unwraps it and puts it in his mouth.
We are
moving right
trying-
along.
Quiet. Okay.
Why are you so weird?
You want one?
As you make your
Sure.
way down the
Why are you so
hall, you
weird?
pass a set of very old elevator shafts. The elevator doors are open, and the elevators are either and there's 4 of them. There's one that's below you, indicating that there is actually something underneath, and then the others are somewhere above you, and then there's a set of stairs that lead up and down. They're very large, wide stairs. It's the kind of stairs that all hospital staff are intended to use. So you have a decision to make. Do you go up, or do you go down?
If you were an ultra-secure computer server system, where would you hide? In the basement?
I mean, that's what I had it last time.
I do like the basement.
But
No
I
one
think we
likes
should
the
find this.
basement.
No, but I think we should find the security room first. That way we can get a layout.
I think so too, because typically you would think the coldest spot, which most likely would be the basement, but maybe where they used to keep bodies may have been reconfigured if it's somewhere else.
Are there
That's
any
strange.
like wall maps?
Yes. You are in the eastern wing of the hospital. There's a western wing, and there is actually a secondary campus building just outside of the western wing. This wing has a number of things on the map that are mainly geared towards outpatient services. And there's an imaging lab underneath you. That's what's on the map, is the imaging. Old x-rays and the like were often done underground. And so, as you were looking around, is there any particular portion of the building that you might be more interested in than another? It is the hospital map, and it's not going to say security office on it, because it hasn't been updated in a practically long time. So, what do you think you're most looking for?
I mean, I think I want to find the security room so that we can get. Because, I mean, I guess, do we think that the room that they have the security in would have security for the whole place, or would it be just like for upstairs?
You have no idea how these people think. You're a pretty smart cookie, though, and you would probably want security cameras and the like on at the very least, on the most important portions of the building. And this portion of the building does not feel important to you.
What
It's also worth mentioning that a
information-
rat scurries past you as you are completing.
Is it one of the same ones from before? From the
You
nest?
don't. You would have no way of knowing.
You don't recognize him.
Friend. Brother. No,
Does it give any details about the secondary campus on the map, or like any notes about it?
Yeah, the other building was an administrative building.
Possible it could be there.
The other wing was where operations took place. The morgue. The long-term care. Inpatient services.
the morgue is tempting,
Hmm.
but also the other thought that I'm at when it comes to downstairs is just I don't see any cabling, any pipes, and maybe underground for underground. That's a thought in my head. Pretty simple, but I don't see why they would go against simple.
All right.
Miko,
Yes, sir.
having spent a good portion of my time studying these creatures and their habits and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is there any perhaps role I could make that would be a way for me to look into or kind of try to guess how
You
they might
don't
be thinking.
need to roll. You're pretty certain that you, as you had said before, that you're dealing with the sewer rat club.
Yeah.
What did you call them? Social club?
Yeah.
The sewer rat social club. And you know that they have a penchant for morgues.
Yeah. So as we're kind of debating all that, I'm going to say, I'm thinking the morgue. You have a lot of refrigeration. You have a lot of small rooms you can lock up. They're usually hard to access from the outside. There's no windows, any of that stuff. And the sewer rats tend to like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say we start there.
I follow that logic.
Yeah, I agree.
You follow
Alright,
the
lead
map
the way.
then. You follow the map then. You have to go up in order to be able to get over to that wing before you can eventually head back down. As you make your way up, you end up actually passing through the main entryway of the hospital. And it's old. It's got very interesting marble floors. It's got a lot of wood paneling and the like. And the doors are plainly visible through some light is kind of pouring in, and something catches your eye. A single camera with a little red blinking dot.
Act natural.
And it's got an externally mounted wire that goes along the wall, conveniently in the direction that you are already going. And so you kind of follow that for a bit. You don't have to follow it very far. You get about, 2 corridors down from that entrance, and you see another hallway. And this hallway is a bit newer than the rest. This one even has power, somehow, and fluorescent lights above, and a few flat panel screens on the walls. And while there's still a lot of dirt and grime around, something feels more modern about this. And you can see that there are several more wires along the walls that go elsewhere to the hospital. And there's another camera. And for Olivia, she actually would notice a bunch of the wires kind of bundled into a juncture and seemingly punched through a hole in the wall about 2 doors down from where she's at. As you drift down that way, you open the door, and there's a security room before you. It's got all kinds of modern equipment in it. Probably 4 different computer terminals, several different computer screens connected to each, all with cameras looking at various places within the hospital. Of note, for Olivia, there's a lot of blind spots. Ton of blind spots. And that just probably feels a little weird to her. More importantly than that, though, she does in fact see a single room where a very large computer system is kind of visible through the door where the camera kind of looks into. That's the only piece of technology that you've seen other than what's in this room.
All right. She kind of like cracks her knuckles, and she's gonna. There's nobody manning this room. There's nobody in this room. Okay.
No.
She's gonna get a quick. She's gonna try to get into the system and see if she can, if all of the cameras are visible, and if she can pull up, sort of any schematics for the building or anything like that from here.
What's her total for her hacking dice, by the way? You were at 10 last time. I don't know if you improved it.
No, I didn't. So, intelligence and technology?
Yeah.
8.
Oh, 8. That's enough, actually, that you won't need to roll. You can roll if you like, but, it's up to you. You don't need to roll, though. While Olivia is sitting there hacking at the system, Burn glances over at one of the other terminals that's kind of near the door, and something catches your eye. Partly because it's kind of older technology on the screen anyway. There's an ASCII display panel there that has a bunch of like very old text-based information, which is kind of Burn's bread and butter. And at the lower corner, right next to where it says log in, he sees the word ShrekNet.
So, Bleak knows what the fuck that is. But does Burn know?
Burn has a conspiracy theory.
You see, this is basically Burn at that point. It's like,
What?
Burn, you good?
I don't think he is, but what is it?
it's real.
What is?
It's fucking real. Holy shit.
It being?
I told you. They have their own dark web. They have their own internet. This is a portal access to their fucking personal fucking vampire blood-sucking goddamn fucking ShrekNet internet.
This is the blood thing that got put onto our laptop. This is
where they communicate with each other. This is what they use. It's literally this internal internet thing for fucking bloodsuckers. The motherlode. We hack
Charlotte, sorry, are you
Yes.
document it?
Yeah. What you need?
We hack into this, we'll have everything.
Well, just, take video on your phone for now.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte's documenting. As soon as he says hack into this, River, Olivia's over there hacking her own thing, so I imagine River would want to try hacking this.
Jesse wants to get in as much as
Yeah,
possible.
or- yeah,
Also
Jesse
wants
does,
to
sorry.
Scrape.
Yeah,
No,
as
it's-
Jesse starts to hack this, it's like so fucking dumb. You get into it like faster than even Olivia has finished hacking the security system. And you realize very quickly that you're not looking at an access point to ShrekNet. You're actually looking at an inventory management system. And this dumb terminal that you're sitting on doesn't access ShrekNet, but is just like hundreds of inventory entries for servers. Most of them decommissioned at this point, but like massive amounts of hardware. Just insane amounts of hardware. And this is like the thrown away stuff. And at that point, Olivia is able to finish hacking the security system. And there's a couple of things that Olivia you come to understand very quickly. The first is that several of the doors have apparently something called failsafe attached to them throughout the hospital. And then on top of that, you're able to bring up a final camera that shows the server room. And there are dozens of racks of servers set up in the morgue.
We knew it.
Alright. Well, I have enough view of the cameras here. I can keep things under check. Do I have a way for them to get there?
Pretty easy to get to the morgue. Also, I think that there's a reasonable expectation that Charlotte would also notice that there are a number of walkie-talkies with earpieces kind of sitting on a charger next to the door.
Some goodies for us. Here's one
Sick.
for you. Here's one for you. One for you.
Oh,
Perfect.
do we get like code names and shit? Do you want to be real sneaky with it?
Isn't Rat your code name already?
I mean, yeah, but like you guys get them.
You can give
Right.
me a name, Rat.
Goddess?
Velour.
I don't like when you say that.
Yeah,
though.
no, it comes up
It
very
just-
creepy as soon as you say it.
Olivia, very complimentary. You just give weird uncle vibes that should
All
not
right,
be allowed. at
fine.
the
I'm sorry, I'm
family
sorry.
cookout.
Let's go find this thing.
Who's holding on to the drone controls?
I still have the.
Yeah,
I
I
still
last
have it. Yeah.
passed it off to Charlotte. Yeah.
As Charlotte is like getting ready to pass it into her pouch, she sees at the edge of the drone, kind of pulling into the campus, a truck, like a 26-foot long box truck. No
We have a
labels, just none that you can see from the angle of the overhead. But there's a box truck entering the campus at this point.
Looks like a box truck. No signage or anything on it.
Oh, we need to go
Ah.
fast.
Right, we have a timeline now. All right,
Okay.
make your way there. I'll be your eye in the sky.
Rat puts in an earpiece, runs over to the server room, full tilt, run.
Charlotte and Burn behind.
Same with me. Yeah, I'm definitely going.
All right. All
Um,
three of you take off at a run. You are assaulted by the various stenches of this place, and none of it is pleasant. You see a half-broken wheelchair off in a corner, and something tickles the back of your mind that has to be a bad omen, but you don't have time to think about it. You take off at a run. As you make your way down towards the server room, Olivia is dutifully watching the cameras for any possible activity other than your own. And Olivia sees you all moving across several cameras. The box truck, whatever people are inside that box truck, starts getting closer and closer and closer. As you guys are continuing your run, you hear someone call out, "Hi, who are you?" And you glance down a hallway, and you see a guy. And he looks like he's a janitor. And you all just run past? Or do you stop and interact?
I think run past.
I punch him as I run past.
He's like,
Rat's holding out a clothesline,
Oh,
"Rats what?"
holding out an arm for the clothesline. The dude.
Oh, you guys just fucking assault the shit out of this guy?
It's just no thought, just hit.
Yeah, okay. You guys... Burn just
sorry.
punches him like square in the face. Oh!
sorry.
And Rat just like clotheslines him. He goes down hard, cracks the back of his skull. Meanwhile, Olivia is like watching this on the camera and just sees this. And you all take off running. And he very quickly stands back up.
No, it's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them.
Keep running. Keep going.
Would Olivia like to perhaps trigger a door?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until they get through a door,
Yeah,
and then
you
I'm just
guys
gonna
are like
slam
running
it
down the
shut.
hallway, and then all of a sudden, this steel and glass wall behind you just boom, slams down in the hallway behind you, cutting off guy, or actually, I think his name is pronounced Guy. Is that right?
Guy, yeah, that'd be Guy.
Yeah, Guy. Like slams two fists into the glass, and it like shakes super fucking hard.
Right, sorry, that was me. Keep going.
Oh my god, okay.
As you guys are continuing to run away from where this wall lanced down, Olivia, you don't know what tickles the back of your mind, but something tickles the back of your mind, and you glance over your shoulder as if something is about to jump you. And as you look past through the door, at the end of the hallway, about 50 feet behind you, you see a hospital bed moving, with two people in white robes moving it. And you see Oliver laying in that bed with a bunch of equipment connected to him, keeping him on life support.
Everybody just shaking their heads. Does he look like he's been in an explosion?
Oh yeah, he's missing an arm. One of his legs is completely there, just cut off like right at the hip. Half of his head is completely bandaged over. His entire torso is like just blood red, bleeding, stained blood through the bandages.
Just a quick...
And they literally, you just see them move past the hallway.
She like hits a button on to do the microphone thing. She's all right, don't die in the next 5 minutes, and she gets up and moves.
You guys didn't hear that, by the way.
Not even with the walkie-talkies?
I love having Olivia up there watching out our backs. I feel so much more secure. Let's go.
So much safer. Thank God we have Olivia.
Olivia goes running down the hall. She's a parkour expert. She's fast. She's nimble. She bolts down that hallway. Run up the wall. As soon as you get down the hall and you turn your head and look, you see a hospital bed there. And it's empty. And you see 2 figures standing there next to you. One of them is very, very familiar. Blonde hair, business suit. No scars on her face anymore. As she looks at you, and she says, "This is going to fucking hurt."
Oh, you guys can use fucking mind control. Shit. She's gonna turn and run.
She finds herself unable
anything.
She finds herself unable to run. As she looks at the other figure, and just sees a pair of fangs come down. Do me a favor and roll a determination check. You need to roll your willpower. You can absolutely use some marks if you like. Your danger level has increased to 4, and so you get to roll 4 additional determination dice.
Okie dokie. Oh my god. So wits and what?
Willpower.
Oh.
No wits. It is just willpower. Plus determination.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry. I was like, where is that? Okay. I'm gonna use a point. Get some more dice. I know that vampires exist. I knew that coming into this.
You do now.
Don't you wish you had my sunglasses now?
I know. Okay, that's 5 successes, and none of them are no zeros on black.
Right. You find yourself unable to run, but there's an anger that is building up within you. And you hear Oliver's voice. Fucking get him, Liv.
I'm not gonna fight these guys. What does that mean?
You hear Oliver's voice telling you to fucking get him, Liv.
Is there anything in here I can do?
You can attack.
What kind
Question is who?
I can attack?
Yes, the question is who. Who do you go after?
The vampire.
The chick or the one with the fangs?
The vampire, I think, because he's probably the one doing the mind control thing. Well, we're in a hospital. Is it a functioning hospital room?
You're in a hallway.
Oh, we're in a hallway. Dope. Is there a fire fire extinguisher?
I'll do you one better. There's a fire axe.
Hey, yo. Okay. Let's go.
Because this is an old ass building, and so it has fire axes.
Okay. Wait. Do I know? Is there one of those doors in this hallway?
You don't have any way of triggering it.
Damn. All right. Well, I mean, if I put an axe in it, I was hoping, rule of cool, I might be able to do it. I guess. I don't want to attack these things.
You do, though.
I do. Okay, I'm going to grab the axe. and try and swing at this guy.
Okay. Roll a melee check for me. What is that? Is that brawl? No, it's yeah, it's melee. So roll strength melee. You get your 4 dice from the determination.
My 4 stress dice?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use another one of my points.
Okay.
God. There's no way this is gonna work. Oh, that is 5 successes. I rolled 7 dice.
Okay.
That's wild.
You elbow into the axe, grab onto the handle, turn around in one quick, smooth motion, and start bringing it straight at this vampire's head. And then all of a sudden it stops, and you find it buried into the shoulder of the woman as she steps in front of the vampire. And you bury it deep into her neck. Blood starts gushing out. It actually covers you, and her eyes start rolling up in the back of her head as she has one arm out and is like grabbing onto your throat. And you feel the tension of it squeeze onto your throat and then slacken as her eyes roll up in the back of her head, and she falls. And the vampire, who you just now realized that you can't even really see the face of, you're not perceiving the face of it, just simply says, "Oh, I guess I'll have to replace her." And that's where we're going to end tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you for joining me on this particular adventure. I'm having a ton of fun. I hope all of you are having just as much as me. It seems like River's enjoying this exceptionally well.
This is so much fucking fun, you son of a bitch. Oh my god.